So Juliana, before we make our next stop, I wanted to take a moment and share with you Grafton's rich Native American history. Here we are on Brigham Hill Road, and we are at an 4-acre Indian reservation. Grafton was home to bands of Nipmuc tribe and Native American Indians. And these would be the Hasamanesco. What you're looking at here is, this is a renovated structure, but this structure was actually the first longhouse built by the Native Americans here in Grafton. So this it's quite a historic place. Each year they hold a Native American fair here. COVID's put a little damper on things, but generally hundreds and hundreds of people from the Northeast come here and celebrate their Native American heritage.
That's interesting. And tell me the story about Brigham. What is one of the oldest streets?
Sure, Brigham Hill Road. The Brigham family lived here originally. Of course, this land was never owned by the Brigham family because the Native Americans were here first. So as you can see by the sign, this land has always been a Native American land. But sure, the Brigham family lived up the road, and it was a farm community here along the road. I just want to let you know that in addition to this reservation here in Grafton, the Grafton Historic Commission and the Grafton Conservation Commission got together and purchased 190 acres, and it's called the Hasamanesco Woods. And that land is thought to be was home to this Hasamanesco tribe of Indians as well, Native American Indians. So, Grafton does have a rich heritage. It's something we're very fortunate to have in our community.
Very nice, rich heritage, rich history, rich culture, all around. Great to make this place your own home if you've ever thought about it. Office and everything. So now we're going to see...
Yeah, I'm going to show you that we're not that far from civilization. Come with me.
Yes.
2 minutes.
All right. Okay, let's go. So the tour keeps going on, and right now we are in front of the Community Harvest Project.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yep, we're here at the Brigham Hill Community Barn, which is managed by the Community Harvest Project.
Okay.
And what's done here is, on these 15 acres of land, volunteers and a handful of staff work to grow vegetables and also a blueberry farm, and take those vegetables, harvest them with the help of volunteers, and give that to the food bank in our area. Their mission is to provide fresh food to all, and especially those who don't have access. So this is one of the loveliest working farms in Grafton, and grow many, many pounds of vegetables every year for our
for your food bank. That tells the heart of the town.
The barn behind you is a post and beam barn, and this barn can be used by not-for-profit organizations in the community throughout the year. It's also home each year to the Harvest Festival. So you'll see horses pulling carts and carriages and sunflowers, and all kinds of beautiful activities in the fall.
Beautiful culture, again.
Absolutely.
The town of Grafton.
Yeah. Full of surprises.
Seriously. Okay. So off we go to our next adventure. Let's go, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are only minutes away from the Mars Pike anywhere in Grafton. Travel to Boston in under an hour, or head over to New York State with this direct route.
Yes, Ava, we have so far been to so many beautiful places in Grafton. Right now we are at the Wyman Garden, the biggest industrial location here.
So I'll let you tell us the story. How many people do they employ here?
About 2,500, Juliana, are employed here. But that's not the interesting thing about Wyman Gordon. What they do is they forge metals here. So the interesting fact is all of our U.S. Space shuttles that we launch into space have been here to Grafton, Massachusetts. What we do at this facility is forge magnesium on the undercarriage of each of those space shuttles before it takes off.
Interesting. We are special, so they can go up there without coming here.
Absolutely.
that Grafton is the center for all these space activities that's going on.
Well said.
Special.
Well said.
Special place. Yes. Okay. So, and it goes back to what we said is Grafton has a whole lot to offer. So we've seen so many things. We have a few more to see. Where else are we going now?
Sure. Well, I'd like to take a quick stop by some typical developments that we'll see here in Grafton.
Okay.
And when I say developments, I mean places to live.
Okay.
We have all the big name builders, Toll Brothers, Pulte, along with our own local builders. But I just want to give you a little flavor of that.
Okay.
And then I'd like to take a step back in time and head to the Willard House and Clock Museum.
Oh yes, the clocks were made here, right?
Well, some clocks.
All right. So that will be the final shot. But let's go and enjoy all these beautiful places. And thank you for giving us this grand tour of Grafton.
Well, it's been my pleasure.
Yes, yes. We are at a special place here. It has a lot of history to it, and Ava is going to tell us more.
Thank you, Juliana. So here we are. We're in one of the oldest houses. We're here at one of the oldest houses in Grafton. This is the Willard House, and it dates back to the 1700s. And here, four brothers made clocks. Their claim to fame is the banjo clock, and that's because the case that closed the clock is shaped like a banjo. You've probably seen that, where it's kind of long and round.
Yes, yes, yes.
The first clock was made here in 1766, and this is a great location where people do come and have small events here in Grafton. And this is one of several museums in the town, but I thought it was special enough for us to stop by and take a look.
We're glad you brought us by. And it's on how many acres?
Sure, it's on this amount of acres that are cleared, but then there are 37 acres beyond the tree line as well. And the current curator has lots of plans. She'd like to see some paths be put through and also into the woods to create some walking trails, but has to find a volunteer to do it, because this is another one of the not-for-profits in town.
Yes. So Grafton has all these special places for the native people that live here to enjoy, and also people come from outside to do hold occasions here. You said. Yes. Okay. So we've seen a whole lot of the town. We have just a few more to show you, and I hope you're enjoying your tour with us. Let's go to see the next one. Yay! Yay! We are now at the top veterinary medicine school. Yeah, and it's one of the premier
what, hospitals?
Yeah, veterinary schools in the world.
In the
actually,
world,
in the
okay.
world. This they have students that come from all over. This is a beautiful 585-acre campus, and it serves large animals, small animals, and uniquely has its own wildlife clinic. I personally picked up an injured bird and brought it to the wildlife clinic, and a squirrel, and they've taken that animal in and nursed it back to health. So this was originally a state hospital for people who had mental illness.
Mental illness. Okay.
And they thought you could bring people out to the country, into the fresh air, and into this beautiful nature, and as part of the cure to mental illness. But in the late 1970s, Tufts took this over as their primary veterinary practice.
Okay. And I hear there's some walking trails and things around here that people can all
Sure.
about.
Yeah, it's 585 acres. So sure, as we go east toward Westboro, there's open fields where you can bring your dog and your friends and walk up and down the hills of this campus. Absolutely.
Absolutely. This is beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Okay. We have had quite a tour of the town of Grafton.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure with you helping us to expose this town to us and show us why you love living here and reasons why people would also really love to live here.
Well,
So-
I have one more reason.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, the final reason. Let's go check it out. Check out the final.
Let's check it out.
Yes. Yes, guys, we have seen it all, but we brought you to this place so you can see how easy it is for you to live in the beautiful town of Grafton with culture, lots of history, nature and everything, and still be able to work in Boston, work in Framingham, work in Newton, just hop on the train. So that's why we are here, right?
That's why we're here. Grafton is connected. So as you saw earlier, we have our Mass Pike exit, but we also have our commuter rail line. We're part of the Framingham-Worcester line, which is 17 stops from Worcester to Boston. This is actually the oldest line in the system. It originated in 1834 in West Newton for commuters to commute into Boston. About 18,000 people a day, pre-COVID, rode this line.
Awesome. So this has been such a fun day, and if you guys have any questions, comment and let us know your favorite town. But thanks to Ava, we have had a wonderful tour of the town of Grafton. So if you need more of this kind of information, subscribe to our channel, and we will be putting content out every week so you can get information. See you in the next video.
Thank you, and I hope I convinced you to come to Grafton.
Come
Thank
and
you
live
very
in Grafton.
much.
My pleasure.
All right, thank you,
It's been a
Juliana.
pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye.